Hi, George. How are you today?
I'm awesome, Paul. It's great to be here with you.
Always my pleasure to chat with you, George. As I always learn something new, and we always have fun and reminisce about some of the great times in this wonderful, amazing industry.
It's funny that you say that because you learned from me. You're my mentor. I mean, uh, being in the business for over 50 years, you must have started off when you were 5 years old.
Well, I was actually 23 when I got in the industry. But the
Awesome.
exciting thing was, by age 25, my very first business card I ever had for the industry said, I am retired at age 25. You can be too. That was my
Yeah,
first business card.
yeah. This industry lets us do that. And this is what's so exciting about having you as one of our premier contributors to the network marketing magazine. Out of 200 contributors, you know, you are at the top of the list as far as people that can really teach about the industry and how a person can listen to you and grow their business. So I'm thrilled to team up with you.
Well, thank you, George. And it's always, I think I'm up to something like 68 articles were written for the magazine. And I love doing it because I just love sharing my experiences. And my experiences are the result of listening to other people teach me their experiences. So we're kind of like a bucket brigade in the old fire department, just passing the information along. But it's always a pleasure for me to share information with people that can motivate and inspire them to do the best that they can do.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Which is why I'm so excited about what you're working on right now. When you told me about the 27%, and I said, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Now, I know many of us in the industry, we have a lot of our little teaches and trainings we do, but there's literally millions, of people out there that have no real solid upline, that don't have a flow of information coming to them that's going to, teach them the methods and techniques and the systems to build their business. And they're kind of lost out there. And I think what you're doing, George, is such a service to this entire industry because it's going to pull all these people in that they've signed up, they're all excited, they went to a meeting, maybe they saw a video online, they thought, oh, this is really great, I can be rich, I can pay off all my bills, I can become financially independent, and then they wake up Monday morning and say, what do I do next? And there's very little material available out there for a lot of these people, and what you're offering to them is going to be exactly what they need to really assure their odds of success. Of course, they've got to put the action in and apply the principles and do all
Oh
that,
yeah.
but you're certainly going to give them the tools to do it with.
Yeah, and we call that you know, this month, October, 2005, we started the Network Marketing Magazine 13 years ago. So it's our 13th anniversary, and we started off as um, our mission was to support the orphans of the industry, just like you're describing.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them, a lot of
There
them.
are a ton of them, and as the years have gone by, what we have found is also a situation where you know there's a confusion in our industry because there are literally thousands of coaches, or at least they call themselves coaches, and people don't know who to follow. And so we're proud that our magazine is a generic magazine, and we have just the best of the best. Paul Morris, I mean, two out of the three top contributors are two people that were great friends of mine, Jim Rohn and Zig Ziglar. The number one was me, and I didn't even want to write an article on but
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
I knew Jim and Zig well myself. I miss them both actually. They were my
yeah,
mentors growing up.
yeah,
I've actually shared the stage with both of them over the years.
yeah. So what we've done is we, we've we've decided that we're going to get rid of the confusion. You know, the network marketers out there, the individuals, to me, is the hero of their family. They're the hero. They found out about network marketing. They might know nothing about it. They might have been in 4 years. They might have been in 8 years, but never made more than $200, $300, $400 a month. That's not even a part-time job, you know.
No, barely.
They might have just found out from their cousin Sally last week, and 3 days ago Sally quit. So they have where do they go?
They're
But
stranded. They're just stranded out there.
They could end up, maybe leaving that job that they don't like, or staying with the job, but starting a part-time business that, as Jim Rohn puts it, will create wealth. They work in their part-time business to create wealth. They work in their full-time job to pay their bills. And so what we've done is we understand that these heroes need a guide to go down a pathway to success in this network marketing business of theirs.
Well, and what I like, George, is how you and the team you've put together is organizing all of this to, number one, keep it generic, and number two, to keep a consistency and a flow to it, because you can go online and find all these so-called gurus in the industry, and they'll teach you one method of doing it this way. Oh, no, you got to do it that way. Oh, you got to do it this way, that way, this way, that way. And we used to call that the flavor of the month club. It's like everybody would try something different each month. And what we realized, it wasn't so much exactly what you were doing as the consistency of what you were doing. And so you're going to be delivering material that's generic, but has a flow to it that builds on top of itself and doesn't confuse people. Because you mentioned ending the confusion. There's a lot of confusion in this industry. And being a member of the 27%er Club, going to end that confusion, put you on a track to run on without all that distraction.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So we've one of our premier team members is Dale Calvert. We've talked about Dale, and what I love about him is he's one of the top people that have created more 5, 6, and 7-figure income earners over the last 30 years because he uses a system. His system that he developed was an 18-month system that when somebody started in the beginning, the first month, and spit out at the end of the 18th month, they were the ones that were now at highest pin levels, highest commission checks, and everything else. So it was real easy to choose Dale to help coordinate our content side of what we're teaching, that pathway that I talk about, that our heroes will end up walking down. The nice thing about it is that we have created a system that goes beyond the content. We looked at the education systems that changed behavior rather than just piling people with information, right? We want to change behavior. We want to show a networker how to absorb the information that we're feeding them, all right, in this daily 15-minute program that will last 12 months. All right.
Well, and the great thing about this system is that systems are duplicable. Individuals aren't. Very few people can be a Zig Ziglar or Jim Rohn or a Paul Morris or Dennis Waitley or all those. But anybody can plug people into a system. And that's almost what you've put together here, George, is a plug and play. Just plug them into the system.
Absolutely.
System, train them. Now, do they have to learn all about how to, learn everything so they can teach it to their distributors? No. All they need to teach them how to do is plug into their system, become a 27%er.
Yeah.
And it's work for them.
So here's the thing, and that's a great point, because we don't make believe that we're going to teach anybody about their company's product or service. you have to join a company that has outstanding teaching on your products. All right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's not us.
Mhm.
We are a business and personal development company. All right. And so we're going to walk a person through from the elementary stages all the way through. I mean, a superstar, a Paul Morris. All right. You give us a year, we will change your business, we'll change your life, we'll change your family.
That's
Okay.
quite a mantra, George, but it's true.
Eh,
If they would just commit to that 1 year, they won't imagine, how great they can be in 1 year. They won't recognize themselves. They'll probably even look different. They'll be happier. They'll have a greater, a countenance. They'll have a smile on their face. They'll, depending on, how engaged they get, they are literally going to become a brand new person within 12 months.
Absolutely. So what we did was we looked outside of network marketing, and we knew we had the content. With over 3,000 articles and videos and audios and, from guys of your caliber, we have the content. But what we realized was, with the thousands of confusing coaches and trainers and quote unquote, I read a book about this, I'm going to teach people and charge $5,000, on a weekend seminar.
I bought all their books. You can see them.
Yeah, exactly. So what we did was we looked outside of the network marketing industry, and we looked at what does the Fortune 100 companies do to change behavior in their organizations. And we came across a company called Enjoy Global, who literally has teamed up with Fortune 100 companies like Wells Fargo and Toyota and Bloomingdale's and even NASA, to be able to increase sales and profitability, loyalty and retention and teamwork, all the things that we're looking for in network marketing to improve the behavior of getting those tasks taken care of. And so we teamed up with them, and we've created what we call the 27%er success system. And quickly, 27% of where that comes from is that when we did an analysis, and I really got a lot of this from Dale Calvert, we did an analysis based on this teaching of our 165,000 members after 10 years, okay? And we found that 70%, weren't willing to do the work necessary to learn the skill sets to become successful. They thought they bought themselves a network marketing lottery ticket. 3% were the big schmageggies like you, the 5, 6, 7-figure income earners, and but the 27% that are left are those people that are hungry. They're starved to learn the skill sets necessary, so that, again, as the hero of their family, walking down this pathway to start adding wealth to their family income in their part-time job. That's who we're looking to help, is the 27%ers. So we started the 27%er success system, and we're, depending on when this is going to be heard, we're launching it November 5th, 2018. We're having people come on board prior to that. They're going to get just an absolute enormous bonus. The magazine itself is a success library of information.
Oh, for sure.
Our monthly membership is $27 a month. I was just telling somebody, she was telling me they go by Starbucks once a week. I said, that's great. I said, would you be willing to give up your Starbucks once a week to be able to get a the success system, the library of information that's going to change your business.
That's a great perspective. And not once a day, just once a week.
Once a week, $27 a month. All right. And so what happens is we're taking this success system and we're making a part of that monthly membership to the magazine. And so Enjoy Global said to me, well, how much are you going to charge for it? And I said, well, I know you charge these Fortune 100 companies at least $30 an employee a month. I said, we're making a decision because we don't have employees. We have an all-volunteer army. And our distributors run their own business. So if they end up becoming part of the 27% of monthly membership, we're going to give them as a bonus the success system free of charge.
For free to the 27% members.
As long as they're a member. If they stop getting the system, but
yeah.
So the principals of the company, they want to send over their company psychologist to examine me, and I said, look. He goes, you're going to go broke. I said, no, I negotiated a great deal with you guys, but I'm willing to pay for your system and our content so that the hero that I talk about, there is no barrier of entry into this system. Okay. Mm-hmm. And what we're going to do is they're going to get the system, and the first month, the first 30 days, they're going to realize how this is an absolute game changer for them. Mm-hmm. So what we're doing is we're not only making this available to big groups, to whole companies, and what's good about that is that the companies don't pay us a penny for this membership. It's the individuals that put their money in investing in their company.
So it's a big win for the companies.
Yeah. And so, as a matter of fact, we tell the company owners, this is a test. If somebody says, well, let me think about it, more than likely they're a 70%er. You got to pay attention to the ones that are going for it. They're the 27%ers that really want to learn what it takes to grow. But what we're doing is we're also, almost making this barrier to entry almost silly, because we've made a decision that because we're going to give the system, the 27% of success system, to all our monthly members, instead of $27 for the first month, we got to try us out. And that try us out system is pay 97 cents. Try us out for a month. We're going to afford that. $27 the second month and after that. But it'll give you an opportunity to try us out, go through the magazine, but especially go through the monthly success system and the training. By the end of the month, if you don't like it, quit. We'll turn it off. All right. But you're going to learn that this is the pathway that we're going to guide you down that will end up making you absolutely the hero of your family. You're going to be the envy of the network marketers in your company that aren't on board yet because of what you're going to end up doing in your business. So anyway.
Well, I'm just realizing that's less than $1 a day. The shortest month is 28 days. So on the shortest month of the year, it's still less than $1 a day. But if somebody were to say, what's it going to cost for me to be a member of this 27%er thing? And answer might be, oh, well, it's going to cost you $27. But the real answer is, a question is, what's it going to cost if you don't join?
Oh, yeah.
And I'd venture to say that if you're thinking about, where am I going to get the $27? With what you learn from our training that you're going to get on a daily basis, that's going to increase your earnings $27 probably your first month in the business.
Right.
So in other words, it's actually, yeah, you got to pay for it each month, but it's not actually costing you anything because you're defraying that expense with the extra earnings from all the material that you learn by being a 27% or so. George, I'm just hoping that what we've shared today is going to inspire a lot of people to say, hey, count me in. I want to be a 27%er.
Yeah, and I'm just excited about continuing to work with you, continuing to work with your the people that you influence on a daily basis. And I'm going to leave you with one last thing. If you're a 27%er, join us. All right, it's going to make a world of difference. But in the whole industry, the mantra is that there's only 3% that really make any money. Well, I'm telling you that the 27%ers that jump on board with this will increase the success ratio, the enormous success ratio, from 3% to tenfold to 30%. And we really we want you to be a part of that enormous success. So I'm, as always, excited about working with you, and I appreciate the time that we've spent now.
Well, I think it was definitely worth it for both of us, but particularly for those watching this and realizing that they have a chance to become part of this 27% movement. But more than that, by sharing it with their friends, you said something that just hit me. If we could move that 3% of people that are successful to just 6%, 9%, and 12%, and 20%, 30%, we've done a service to literally millions of families that are just wondering how they're going to pay their bills. How are they going to get ahead? How are they going to be able to quit that second job or third job so they can have more time with their family or save up for those college educations? And this is the way that we're going to create wealth for the masses, for those that are willing to step up to the plate and say, I'm a 27%er. So for all you 27%ers, we'll see you on the inside of our training. We'll see you on some of our daily little blurbs that we're sending out. So also look forward to meeting you personally as we get a chance to travel around the country and meet some of you at some live meetings once in a while. So thanks for listening, and have a great day. Bye for now.